Surangama Sutra, Volume 8, 74. The fifth is the retribution of touching, which brings an evil result. The karma of touching intermingles, and thus at the time of death one first sees huge mountains closing in on one from four sides, leaving no path of escape. The deceased one's spiritual consciousness then sees a vast iron city, fiery snakes and fiery dogs, wolves, lions, ox-headed jail-keepers, and horse-headed rakshasas, brandishing spears and lances, drive it into the iron city toward the unintermittent hell. There two kinds of phenomena may occur. One is touch that involves coming together, in which mountains come together to squeeze its body until its flesh, bones, and blood are totally dispersed. The other is touch that involves separation, in which knives and swords attack the body, ripping the heart and liver into shreds. When this touching passes through the sensation of touch, it becomes colliding, striking, stabbing, and piercing. When it passes through the seeing, it becomes burning and scorching. When it passes through the hearing, one hears the sounds on the path to the hells, at the gate to the hells, and in the courts of trial. When it passes through the sense of smell, it becomes enclosures, bags, interrogation, and binding up. When it passes through the sense of taste, it becomes ploughing, pinching, chopping, and severing. When it passes through the mind, it becomes falling, flying, frying, and broiling. The sixth is the retribution of thinking, which brings an evil result. The karma of thinking intermingles, and thus, at the time of death, one first sees a foul wind which devastates the land. The deceased one's spiritual consciousness is blown up into space, and then, spiraling downward, it rides that wind straight into the unintermittent hell. There two kinds of phenomena may occur. One is extreme confusion, which causes it to be frantic and to race about ceaselessly. The other is not confusion, but rather an acute awareness, which causes it to suffer from endless roasting and burning, the extreme pain of which is difficult to bear. When this deviant thought combines with thinking, it becomes locations and places. When it combines with seeing, it becomes inspection and testimonies. When it combines with hearing, it becomes huge crushing rocks, ice and frost, dirt and fog. When it combines with smelling, it becomes a great fiery car, a fiery boat, and a fiery jail. When it combines with tasting, it becomes loud calling, wailing, and regretful weeping. When it combines with touch, it becomes sensations of large and small, where 10,000 births and 10,000 deaths are endured every day, and of lying with one's face to the ground. If the three karmas are not all involved, and there is perhaps just one act of killing and one of stealing, then the person must enter the 36 hells. If the sense organ of sight alone commits just one karmic offense, then the person must enter the 108 hells. Because of this, living beings who do certain things create certain karma, and so in the world they enter collective hells, which arise from false thinking, and which originally are not there at all.